Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in Let It Die. Want to talk to you guys because I have been in Tengoku for quite a bit, actually. I think went up there total 6 or 7 times. Haven't died once, luckily enough, knock on wood. But we are also fighting for this thing. As you guys can see, we only need 2 more levels and then we're +5, baby. Cooking with gasoline, as well as this thing is starting to get, I will say, its requirement list, just trash. It asks for so much reversal, so much candy wolf, not really candy wolf, it asks for a lot of special steel, which is the thing I'm fighting for, and all these other things, as well as a lot of lithium and all that. But when it jumps to damage, it jumps pretty hard. I'm thinking maybe when we get to +5, it actually may be around 6,000. I'm not sure if that's the case, but Jesus, if that is the case, then oh my god, that is wild. Yeah, this is 5,000. It's almost, yeah, it's crazy. Anyways, now, what are my thoughts on Tengoku? Most definitely no one asked, but I will give you them anyway. Okay, so, one of the things I was shocked by is Tengoku is actually, at least damage-wise, we're able to do something, which is amazing. Like, I remember when I first saw videos of Tengoku and I was just like, oh my god. I saw people like with a pickaxe holding down like a charge and then coming crashing down and then it being like just a speck of damage taken away from like Gado or Cohen, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, I am screwed. But no, well, maybe it's just the build. Maybe it's that we have a striker and we're using a very damage-oriented weapon, like a burst damage kind of weapon, which is our flail, and it just has good range and all these things. Maybe I accidentally just stumbled upon one of the more OP weapons, I don't know. But regardless, it's working. It's working great. So yeah, I'm amped that we can actually deal damage up top side, and to almost every boss. Again, we've been able to like cut down to size, which is awesome. I actually fought, the only one I haven't fought is U10. I fought Gado, I fought Cohen, I fought U10 just now this morning. Wasn't actually that bad, probably the easiest out of all of them. I thought he'd be a lot faster because he's, yeah, but I guess my armor was just able to tank the damage they dealt because he never took more than a quarter, yeah. And as is per the norm, which is messed up, the only time I've ever gotten significantly close to dying, and I would deem significantly close to dying being my second life being used, was this morning. Because I went to 60. As you guys can see, we have almost 2,000 spilithium, or sorry, blood ninium, whatever it is. So we're making way on that. I think the katana costs 3K to buy the blueprint, and I can't wait to hopefully buy the what do you call it? The other thing, the hockey stick, if it ever does appear in the goddamn thing. There's a lot of information I want to throw at you guys about Tengoku as well. Please confirm or deny it for me. But anyways, going back to what we were just talking about, the only thing, the new like bad dog weapon that I'm faced with in Tengoku that actually killed me, like took my second life, like if I didn't have a second life I'd be dead, was of course Red Napalm's gun. But it was a specific variant of it. So you know how Red Napalm's gun is basically this giant ball that just chains between different like guns. So, and I think you can cue it to change if you want. But in the hands of the AI, there's like a firework. I think there's a hand cannon shot. Maybe that's a sniper shot. And then there's a bazooka. And then there's just an assault rifle, I think, which ends up being like a burst because it's weird. Anyways, but the one that's the worst, in my opinion, in the hands of AI, is their noob tube launcher. They're like thunk. They actually have like, you know how the what do you call it? The assault rifle, if you use its rage move, it fires like a little grenade. Well, that one, it fired like 3 in consecutive order at me. And I was just like, what? And my health just got blitzed down to nothing. And I was just like, shit, what do I do? So then I hid behind a corner. But then the AI, it just sees me and it knows it's splash damage. So it peeked around the corner. And as I'm doing this, the AI just shoots me, and then I get killed basically, but I use my second life. Then I'm like, oh shit, so then I just bull rush the AI and hit him. But I was like, man, if he had stronger armor that could give him an extra 3 or 4 hits, I'd probably be dead. And also, it wasn't like one of those things where I could have outsmarted the AI, the placement of the enemy, because he spawned behind me. You know, there's sometimes when you're in Tengoku and you're going through a level, they'll just trigger someone to spawn out a wall, and they'll just hop down and be like, "What's up, bitch?" And then you're like, what?" And you can't do anything about it. With an assault rifle, at least there's like a line of sight thing. So if I'm behind a corner, you can kind of find a way to figure it out, right? But with Red Napalm's gun, when the AI just happens to find it on the grenade launcher, you're kind of screwed. Then again, maybe you're just trying to wait it out. I don't know. I'm still not like Tengoku perfect. You know, a lot of you guys are. A lot of you guys have been up there for ages. Also, I never really noticed that our special little guy, our chess piece, the hawk or raven or whatever, it has green rubies in the middle. Oh, not rubies, but you know what I mean. Green pearl things. Interesting. Never even put that together. Now, another thing that I actually just want to tell you guys, because I think you guys probably know, but just in case you don't, I thought Tengoku was random, but it's not. So apparently how Tengoku goes is the 52nd floor, the floor that you can walk around on, is always a cloth floor. The 53rd is always a wood floor. The 54th is always an iron floor, which is what I need, because I need special metal, and that can drop up there. I usually get like 1 special metal per tick, and apparently the higher you go, the better the odds. Well, eventually it just like takes away steel, takes away ultra iron, and just gives you like the higher tier resources, which is cool. But anyways, the 55th floor is a boss floor, of course, but the 56th floor is aluminum. The 57th is oil, the 58th is copper, and the 59th is cloth, and then 60 of course is the boss, and then it goes 51 is wood, 52 is iron, 64. Basically, if you just type in to Google the Tengoku things, but anyways, all of those right there are, and eventually it goes on, so this pattern repeats, so you can basically know what every floor is. You just don't know the layout, you don't know any of those kinds of things, but you do know that it does spawn that specific resource, which is actually amazing. Like I usually thought that Tengoku and how to get specific resources was entirely random. Like you could just go floor hopping 20 levels and be utterly screwed if you just happen to not get a metal to drop or like a special thing to drop. But if you can specifically call out like, oh, I need wood, I need like mahogany, or not mahogany, maybe you need biofuel. It's not biofuel, but you get my point. You can be like, okay, I need to at least get to this point, because that's when fuels start or oils start to spawn. So if I get to this floor, I can have a chance of getting what I need. That to me is way better and way more fundamentally accomplishable than the other thing. So that was a misconception that I had. I thought Tengoku was entirely random. It's not. It always follows that pattern. Of course, with the 55th floor and then the 65th, five. The zeros and the fives are boss levels. My body. I remember the last time I didn't hurt everywhere. Ooh, exercise is a bitch. But yeah, as of my to report of damage, like I mentioned, we're doing okay. Medusa's head is fantastic. Of course, my flail is just insane. Like I didn't expect it to be that strong, you know? But it is. It's very much that strong. And it's also pretty good for killing clever, smart AI. There is a moment when I feel like the AI kind of starts to get weird. Not smarter so much as like, I don't have enough experience in the weapon's worst case. So for instance, you can milk the ranged attack quite a lot and you'll be fine. You can also do this one, which is fairly ranged as well. So you basically always get the first hit, which will put everyone else into a stagger, which is awesome. But if there's an enemy that has say a longer attack, or like a spear or something that has better range than you, or like a katana for instance, they have just as much range with you, especially if the AI is using it, because it knows exactly how much is too much and exactly how much is too little. What you would do in that instance is you'd wait for their opening to be, so when they go to attack you, you perfectly hit, and then you time that properly, and then you initiate a perfect guard, which sends them flying, reeling back basically, and then you can hit them again, or you just play off of that. But I haven't had enough experience in that, because again, the weapon just kills things so quick. I haven't even had them survive that long, you know? So I think I need to try to force myself to get good at timing in that sense. Anyways, the other thing that I wanted to run by you guys, as well as we should just chuck all this. Let's sell it. It's not going to sell for much, but yeah. But basically, my thoughts on Tengoku is we've been up there 7 times. It's significantly more accomplishable than I ever dreamed, and it's also incredibly fun. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's also, I shouldn't say it's incredibly fun. I wouldn't go that far. I would say it's enjoyable. It's different, but I wouldn't say it's incredibly fun because, again, there are still like moments when an enemy just is on you. Like, for instance, there's nothing you could have done. There's nothing I could have done in the moment when I got noob tubed by that person. Or there probably is, but not in a sense that would have made sense. You know, if that makes any sense. So, again, if I were able to open my map, or if I were able to hear him, or something, if there was some sort of cue that I could find out, okay, that's where he happens, and then just remember that. Knowledge is power and all that, but instead I don't. And I guess you could argue that, okay, we'll just look behind you every 10 seconds to make sure no one's spawned behind you. And I'm like, it's like, well, that's kind of a shitty thing, is it not? I don't know, but I haven't buying a ton of shit because when you're up in Tengoku, believe it or not, you actually do make a good amount of gold, enough to always buy your weapon, unless you're rocking a special weapon, you know, like a Forceman something. Oh, damn it. Okay, so the other thing I want to run by, guys, which I thought was really weird, is... Oh, we didn't even need that. We could have deleted that. I don't even want that stupid chess piece. But, okay, so let's do this. Right now, we are rocking our Forceman gear. We have our helmet, which is a little bit banged up, but as you guys can see, we're only like a little bit lower than our defense. Whereas this one, it's half. You know, it's really banged up. Anyways, this one's full bore. Our pants are full bore as well, and that gives us... I'm in the way, but transparency. That gives us 5,372 defense. Not bad. But this is something I thought mattered a lot more, but maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Our negative is both blunt and guns, and we are severely negative to guns. But our sharp, we're plus to sharp, so that's something. I haven't seen a sharp weapon up top side in a long time, but we're plus to sharp. We're negative to everything, especially guns. So for me, I was like, okay, that's bad. That's real bad, because up in Tengoku, every single person has a gun, a Kamas, a pierce, anything. Pierce meaning guns. By the way, sharp or slash and pierce, they're different. I'm not. Sometimes I feel like you can think they're the same thing. I think they're the same thing. But anyways, yes, pierce is a gun. It punctures. I'm kind of spacey today also, so forgive me. But anyway, also the negatives to like shock and whatever, who cares? But if we put on our armor, which is a little banged up, so it's not like the best representation, but this is basically what we're rocking. We are plus to sharp and plus to blunt, albeit not that much, but still. And then we are neutral to guns, and we have 5,700 and probably more than that. Almost 6,000 defense or whatever, because this is a little bit broken, right? So you'd think that we'd be hella resistant to gunfire in this form, correct? At least I would, because we're at least neutral to guns. We're not negative, right? So something. But let's go into our little TDM defense and just get riddled by... Of course I have. People are horrible in the world. Despair and all that. Great. Waiting room, our defense, simulation. So yes, going in there with our normal armor set, let's get lit up by a Kamas. Also, one of the things I found out, which one of you guys suggested, is with the Kamas, if you block through, it works kind of. The reason why it doesn't, it works a little bit is it neutralizes damage quite a bit, but it still does take away your durability, albeit not as much as I thought, so that's good. But yeah, hey. Oh shit, I thought I had my Medusa, my girl Medusa. So anyways, light us up. Light us up! Shoot me! Oh, actually, that's not that much. Huh, maybe I perceive... Oh, no, I think it's a lot more, because this is a collector right here. Yeah, this is a, It's okay. You can hit me all you want. It's fine. I'll get you. I'll get the last laugh. Pow. So again, the damage... It's not bad. If we block, we're fine. We're like 100%. 100% fine. Not even a little bit of damage happening. Also throw Medusa. Now you gotta reload again, you dumb idiot. I'll get to you, you son of a bitch. Oh, how did you get to me? Anyways, as you can see, we're basically fine. Not really. We got a little bit of damage taken there. Okay, so with that in mind, that amount of damage, that's being neutral. Again, We're about to be severely negative and have less defense. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Spoiler alert, I'm confused. I don't get it. I mean, I know that the Horseman's gear, because it has so much durability, it will maintain that defense more. So I get that part, but not this part. Die. Okay, where's the gun lady? Okay, so light me up. Look at that. It's the fucking same. If not, so little baby amount of you're a little bit weak. And guys, what in the fuck? We have less defense and we have significantly weaker to guns. So what is life? Also, go ahead. It does nothing. It does nothing to me. I have 18k health because of my stupid tank, a Deco. Also, thwap. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. It's crazy. Again, we should be getting just eviscerated, like eviscerated, but nah. Now we're okay. More or less, we're okay. Thwap. I'll cut through eventually. And we're gaining basically just as much health from our one thing. You know what I mean? Like from the amount of time that, the amount of health that they take from me getting shot. We're fine. Yeah, and even our durability is not even taking a hit, even though we were just letting them just destroy us. Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I'm just like, what? We have 1,000 less health or defense or whatever it is. I think, right? Yeah. We have 1,000 less defense, and we're super weak to pierce, but yet we do the same. But yet the guns affect us in the same way. So I'm like, I don't understand. I don't get why you would use the other one. Yeah, like the Horseman gear is better in every single way. Maybe it's that I'm wearing the whole set. There's some sort of passive bonus where it's like, hey, allegiance and all that. I don't know. So that's weird. So I was rocking my normal gear, which I thought had an inherent advantage because it's not weak to pierce or whatever. But no, you just wear the Horseman gear. What's happening? I don't know. Regardless, side thing that you guys may want to check out. Where is it? What am I doing right here? This, and this. These are new pants. This is the only thing I've gotten to drop from the TDM. And it's the damn scuba diver weird like ninja pants. Yeah. They're real tight and you kind of look like a stick. You know? No curve, nothing. Real weird. Or a rock star maybe, leather pants, whatever that is. I don't know. It's weird. Why we're looking at a dude right now. Let's go switch over to. Also, if you guys haven't seen these or this armor set, hey, I think we have actually. It's not bad. Minus like the weird blue and all that. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. I feel it feels real weird, like with the whole, like when you have a full armor or Horseman set, like why? Why would you use anything else? Like, what's the point of bringing it to +5? Like maybe at some point it becomes like way more defense, but it still eventually degrades. Like that's the reason why you use Horseman gear, is because it has such an ungodly amount of durability to where it will keep giving you that 2,000, almost 3,000 defense on a base level more consistently than this, which will eventually break down and start giving you like 1,000 towards like its half of its health cycle, you know? Does that make sense? I don't know. But yeah, it seems weird. So it seems like, well, what does the negative and pluses mean? Like, what is the point to being like negative to guns or negative to sharp or negative to blunt? Like, what's the point? I don't think it fucking impacts at all. Is it one like you, like when they shoot your skin? So maybe if I was like rocking no chest piece, would that like happen? Because technically we're all armored, so all of us is fine. I don't know. Let's go do that. Let's go real quick. Well, no, that's not exactly the best, the best depiction. Well, no, because that wouldn't make sense either. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like something that just doesn't make any sense. But hey, Tengoku's not that bad. Turns out. Yeah. It turns out we were Tengoku ready for a long time now. Actually. Again, my grand old quest for Tengoku is basically just farming the 64th, or sorry, the 54th floor and the 62nd floor. I've only really ever done 60, just because there's that Blundinium quest, which I did today, this morning. That's why I have a decent amount of Blundinium. And yeah, we're getting closer. I can't show you guys, but we're getting closer to being able to buy a blueprint. I don't think I'll get the katana one, because I think it scales off dexterity, or if that is not the case, then why does it ask for so much dex? It's weird. Yeah, I don't know. Regardless, Not quite my thing, you know. Although it would couple, if it does scale off dexterity, having that and the Kamas would be one hell of a combo, because they both play off Barbarian. Anyways, I don't know, moving on. So far, I mean, it's fun. Tengeku is actually enjoyable. It's just, it's kind of like, it's really disheartening when you progress 5 floors to the 55th, or the 54th floor, sorry. Just be able to get special medal, which is what I'm doing. That's my whole goal here, is trying to get to this to +5, and then we'll just be able to, like, maybe then try to start climbing. Again, things to note from Tengeku are, like, when you get to a certain point, I think it's like the 60th, or no, the 70th or 80th floor, that's when black roids start to spawn, which can give you another skill deco, which is amazing. And I can definitely see that coming into, like, really handy. Like, again, if we have 2 of these and can keep luck or critical hit, whatever, that'd be great. You know, and we'd be able to be cooking with gasoline at that point. But who knows? I wonder if we had tank, if that would give us 20k health. I don't know. I don't know, but sweet. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, this was just me jabbering on about Tengeku so much. Basically, the gist is that I'm happy that we're able to be up there and that we can survive and that we can deal enough damage. There are a couple things that do shit on you, which is the, for me, it's been Red Napalm's gun. It's been the only thing that's come close to killing me. The Kamas, you can, like, worst case scenario, I just keep having to get crazy distance and use Medusa's head at, like, at a range, and that's hoping that they don't have armor or something that doesn't let me damage them, like an armor set that's effective against Medusa's head. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I want to say. I honestly should probably, well, actually, that's the thing. I don't want to upgrade Medusa because eventually she'll have too much vitality, like, or it'll ask for too much vitality, which I don't want. Also, I don't think it gets that much damage, you know, right? Am I crazy? It goes from 150 to, okay, 170. That's a lot. that's a good amount. Okay. Well, shit. We can manage 79, I think. Did my voice crack there? I don't want to talk about it, okay? I don't want to talk about it. But also, it costs more. But then again, it costs a lot. So what am I talking about? But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure what else we'll do. Like, maybe I'll bring you guys up on Tengeku at some point again. I don't think we'll go to 60. That's also another thing. My only criticism for Tengeku is that it's just kind of unreasonably long, in my opinion. So, like, again, for me, I only have like an hour, maybe 2 a day, and a lot of that's taken up by YouTube videos and whatnot, like making content. So yeah, I'm kind of at a loss when in order for me to, like, it takes maybe an hour, probably less than an hour. Maybe 40 minutes to get to 1 to 60, and when there's certain things that are locked behind 1 and 70 and stuff like that, or sorry, 80, that's like, oh, I gotta have 3 hours just to stop and play, which I don't have anymore really in my life. Maybe on, like, the weekends, but man, sometimes I want to just, I don't know, binge watch a TV series and not have to play Let It Die to get to a certain point, you know. But right now I'm enjoying my quest for the flail and to try to get that down pat. And yeah, also, how many roids, black roids, does it take to level up to get 1 more skill? I think it's 3. Yeah, 3. Also, it costs 4,000, I think, to get black roids in here. So it's just like, what? No, kind of thing. Yeah, it costs 4,000 to get black roids, and it costs something else to get red. I think red is, of course, the highest, but you need to get to, I think, plus 100 maybe to get that. I don't know. I really just want, also, we can buy a special medal, although we need 4. So we're better off just trying to get it up topside. Also, as of blueprints, I've seen a bunch of people, I've seen one drop at the 59th floor. It could drop from an enemy that was killed, the blueprint drop. So I've heard some people say that it only starts dropping at the floor 100. I think it just gets, the higher you go, the higher the chance, but I think you can still luck out and just get it to drop at 100, or sorry, lower floors. It's every time when you kill an enemy and there's a chest, you crack it open, and I think it gives you a chance of getting a blueprint. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. That was it. Let me know if you guys have any tips about Tengeku besides, or more like the armor. The armor was the one thing where I was like, what? Like, I thought when you were negative to a thing that it's a big deal. Turns out it doesn't matter at all. You know, or I don't know. Maybe it is that we're all armored up and that when they finally get a shot in our arm, it deals more damage because it's not armored. I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for your time. Subscribe button above me, 2 videos to my right. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I already mentioned this. Bye.